Hello, welcome back guys. Dirk here from Chesty Trains. Just back at the layout. Had a couple of shorts from the ICE4 online, and a couple of questions came up about the sound and the decoder in it. And I made a video a couple of years ago about the ICE4 from Piko, and in that video I mentioned too how the Piko model has several speaker pockets if you buy the add-on sets. And then you can just buy a Piko speaker, or I mean you can use your own too, or you can use a different brand. But the nice thing about the Piko speaker is it's literally plug and play. You just lay it into the socket, push it onto the pins, it stays there, you put the cover back over. Actually you got to solder it on first, but put the pocket cover back over and it's good to go. And it's specifically made for it, so it's a great choice. The speakers are here in town about 10 bucks, 12 bucks a piece. So if you can pick them up locally, you don't have to ship them. It might be worth getting the Piko one. If you have to ship some in anyways, you can also use other Piko or other speakers from other manufacturers. So I have my ICE4 on the track earlier and yesterday. I just laid it over onto the side so I can show you guys how that works with the add-on sets, and you can see where the different speakers are throughout the train. So stay with me. So here you guys see the Piko ICE4. This one obviously is a Klimaschützer. The climate saver was a green stripe in the front. So the base unit consists of 4 parts, 2 end coaches and 2 central coaches, was one coach being the one with the 2 motors inside. And then you have different packs of add-ons. You have a single one, a dual or 2 dual ones, and one with 3 coaches. And those different packs, so in those different packs, I don't know exactly which ones now is what, but you can look it up on the Piko website, which train cars exactly have the speakers inside. I think in my old video I'm mentioning it, which packs to buy in order to get the speakers. But also here you can now go buy, and you can buy the base set was 4, you can buy the 3 car add-on set, and you would have the prototypical 7 unit train. Or you can go buy one individual one and a double pack and have the prototypical 7 car one. Or you can buy all of these sets and basically have the prototypical 12 unit set. The 13 unit set Piko doesn't make, like they don't make an extra coach with a different running number again to add to this. But yeah, so these are the coaches. They go specifically with the ICE4 Climate Saver. They have the number series 585. Okay, and then let's look at these coaches, because I said like they have speaker pockets in them. So in the base set you get the 2 end coaches and 2 middle coaches or central coaches, and the one with the power car, I have to see which one is the heavy one. This is the board restaurant. It is this one here with the pantographs. So that's in the base set that has the motors in there. And here you can see the speaker pocket. So there's just one screw, then this cover pops off, speakers in behind. And now when we look along the coaches, so the different coaches, so just behind in coach 11, behind the last or first car, there's one first class coach that has a speaker pocket in it. Then it's the driven unit from the start package. This one is actually before the motor. No, this is the motor coach, and then here we have another coach that has a speaker pocket in there. And then we have another one right here that has a speaker in it. So this is the third one, 1, 2, 3, fourth one from the end. So you can have a total of 4 speakers in this, which is kind of really cool, because it kind of, when the train goes by, it really gives you the feeling of having driven bogies with sound. So that's kind of really cool. I just wanted to show that really quick, and let me know if you guys need to know something else. And then I wanted to show you guys real quick here another new addition to the collection. I just yeah, I couldn't contain myself. This is the V169 series, so the 219 class from the Deutsche Bundesbahn back, you know, I think in like 1969. These locomotives were made, 2 prototypes, and they had like an extra gas turbine, diesel turbine in there for steep inclines, for heavier traffic. This particular one is made by Liliput. It's a little bit older model, so obviously I bought it used. Came from the UK. Very little noticeable running marks on the wheels. Doesn't have to seem to have seen much service. Very nice detailed model. Here it's now with the number 753. So the class 753 was just a livery numbering from the Deutsche Bundesbahn, because those locomotives became kind of like test basis locomotives. They used them a lot for braking locomotives. On other stuff they tested and tried out. They didn't see really any regular service anymore after the renumbering, I don't think. But yeah, they were in service until I think 1990s even. So yeah, just your typical class 219 with the steam, with the diesel turbine, as an addition to the normal diesel hydraulic drive. And yeah, just very nice detail on it too. So if we zoom in a little bit, like just, you know, very nicely done front there with the windshield wipers, the handlebars attached, the little hoses, the little steps over top, the buffers are painted, all the grills on the side, really nice detail. Man, I'm shaking a lot. Yeah, just very nice locomotive. I mean, it's not your super high-end one. The window frames are not perfectly seated in those cavities. There might be some I can still fix a little bit, but in general, like, I really like this locomotive. Really nicely done by Liliput. Even, and it's kind of hard to see here, so let's see if we have some extra light. Even like the bogies are very detailed, very nice, and I really like this one. So yeah, so that's the new addition for now to my collection of diesel locomotives. So I'm really happy I got this one. I don't see it too often used being offered, and this one already came with a ESU decoder. It was just programmed to number 3. Driving characteristics are not programmed yet, not adjusted yet, so I'll have to play a little bit with that. But I expect it to be a strong puller. Has 2 traction tires and just a good motor, solid motor from Liliput. A little bit noisy right now. I think I might have to clean it up a little bit inside, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So if anybody is interested, here's the item number again, Liliput, and comes with an MTC21 digital interface inside from the factory. So the yeah, so that's it. What I've been up to the last couple of days. You've seen the trains run. If not, have a look at my shorts. And I'm sure the next video will come on the weekend, because I'll be still have to fill in this area over here, and that's going to be a staging area for trains that are as long as the ICE4. So I have 4 meters in between the 2 ends here to play with, and I plan to store 9 to 10 trains there. Obviously there will be longer freight trains as well, even though some of the freight trains, like you know, the 2 class 151s with the Pine Salzgitter ore cars, 6-axle ore cars, that's way longer than 4 meters. I think it's 6 point something meters. So that will always be a train where I have to take it off the layout, at least partially take it off the layout, or park it in you know, a different way, maybe into you know, 2 separate dead-end tracks that that they can run up against the buffer or something, and I can just push the cars in by hand so I don't have to take them back out. But those kind of trains I want to run in the future too on this layout. The final design is still not, the final track plan is still not done. Kind of as I'm going here, there's always changes, but in general it's supposed to be one big passenger train station of like a bigger city, with the ability to hold 2 trains at 4 meters, like so the full ICE4 or an ICE1 with 13 cars, and have a couple passing through, or one for sure passing through tracks for freight passing through. I want to have a little locomotive area for the electric locomotives with a transfer table where they can store, and I want to have maybe I have a roundhouse and a turntable. I might want to do a steam locomotive engine shed, kind of like a museum on the layout, where locomotives park steamers, because I have so many of them, and so that way I can run museum trains. But also I want to have an area where I can really play with the engines, like all my little shunters, all my little diesels with the automatic couplings and stuff. I want to have an area on this layout where I can realize that I can, move a couple of freight cars down one track, put them onto another track, and put kind of trains together of like, 12, 14, 16 freight cars, and then have a locomotive come and pick them up and bring them to, onto the main track, and go down the layout, and then maybe later come back and take them apart again and shunt the cars again. So that's kind of, I enjoy that a lot. Obviously during that time I want to be able to have at least 2 trains running on the layout independently, on their own tracks, without having to run into trying to control this with a computer or any sort of software. I kind of want to have the play value of the multi-mouse, of the running around with the iPad or Android phone to control the train, so that when I want to play the shunting or whatever, I can just do that with a multi-mouse and don't need a fully automated operation. I will have signals on here, but I don't think the signals will have a function really, other than maybe turn red and green depending on when a train passes by. I don't think I'm going to really make use the signals to slow down the trains and stop them. I don't think the layout will be big enough for that. So anyways, that's it for tonight, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks to everybody for subscribing. I saw I broke the 1,500 subscriber mark not too long ago, and thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, that's it for tonight. Have a good night. Take care.